I'm going to tell you the story. Are you guys ready?
I swear if I've heard this story.
You have never heard this story. I have not told this anyone.
Call if I've heard this story.
Okay, so this is a friend of mine. A friend of mine told me this. They shared their experience with me. Okay, listen. A friend of mine went to like a gym, like the YMCA or something like that. Right? While they were there, they bought a YMCA membership, right? Or like a membership to whatever the gym was. I don't know if it was the YMCA. It was something like that, right? They bought a membership to go swimming there. And you know what they said? They said, you know what? I'm going to go and buy a nice fluffy towel, a new towel for my gym membership. So they go to the store and they buy this really nice, luxurious, fluffy, cotton, poofy, giant bath towel. Brand new. Just for the gym. Really big. Like
how big is big?
Yeah, one of those like bath blankets. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know if I do.
Have you never had like a towel that you can almost wear like a big robe? It's like a big old towel, right?
I mean, probably the biggest towel I've ever had is like a beach towel. Like they're kind of long.
Yeah, it's like a beach towel, but really fluffy and bigger. Like just a big giant towel. So they go and buy this towel with the intention of going to like the YMCA with it. And they go to the YMCA or to whatever the gym, we'll just say gym. They go to this place, they swim, have a grand old time. They get out, they go into the locker room, they open up their locker, grab their towel out, and they're like, oh, my towel, it's such a nice, fuzzy, fluffy towel. This is gonna be great. They carry it with them to the showers, right? And they hang it on a hook right outside the showers where everybody hangs their towels. And then what they do is they, get undressed, they go into the showers and they shower off, they wash all the chlorine water off themselves. And they're like, all right, now let me go and get my towel. And they walk out of the showers and there's a towel hanging on a hook right next to where they had hung theirs.
As it should.
And they look at it and it's not their towel. It's this old, used, full of holes, falling apart. Clearly, it's someone's towel for years, hanging right next to their towel.
Why is it so spooky?
It's hanging next to where their towel was.
You said it's gonna be a fun story, not a horror flick.
This gets better. Their towel had been taken by whoever the owner of this towel was. And this nasty, just falling apart towel was hanging in its place, right? Literally, it falling apart in just like, you almost can't call it a towel, right? So my friend's telling me this story. And at this point, I'm like, oh, that's awful. And I said this, I'm like, so you just didn't have a towel then? That sucks. And they said, well, I still needed to dry off. And I was like, no. And they're like,
what's the problem with it?
What do you mean? What's the problem with it?
I mean, who cares?
Foolish.
Yep. What's it matter?
So they tell me this. I'm like, so you must have gone without a towel, right? And they said, no. They said they picked up that person's towel and used it.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do.
Ah, no, foolish. No, you air dry.
No, hell no.
Yes,
no. I'm not air drying. I'll never dry off that way.
Oh,
maybe if I was outside or something, I'd be able to air dry. But even then, that would take forever. Inside air drying, good luck.
I'm willing to wait. Or I'm putting my clothes on and I'm getting soaking wet. I'm not using. The funny thing of this story is someone came along, had their old towel they've used for years, hung it up. There's no way they mixed the two of them up. They knew what they were doing. They said, finders keepers, and they took the brand new towel. So they told me this story, and I was just like, and literally while they're telling me this story, I asked him, I said, so you didn't use the towel. And they said, no, I had no other choice. I was like, you did have a choice.
No, they made the correct choice. You're the crazy one thinking I should air dry.
You would use someone else's towel that you don't even know if they've cleaned it. Like,
I mean, what's like the worst thing that can happen? Like what would it give me a disease?
No, it's just gross, foolish. It's gross.
I mean,
it's so
I'm just gonna use the towel. I'm not gonna wait to air dry.
No. So anyway, they use this towel, right? Fast forward. They use the towel. No, as they shouldn't have. And then
they made the right call.
This is the worst part. So I said to him, so you used the towel, you got dressed, and then you went home and took another shower, right? And they said this. They said no, because they still had to go to work. So they went to work right after that and sat all day like that. All day like that. And then they went home and then they took a shower. But when I heard this story.
You probably get infections if you were like all wet and stuff.
Oh, foolish. Would you just use a random stranger's towel?
I mean, I wouldn't go out of my way to do that, but like, you know, if I had to.
No, I wouldn't. I would air dry. I'd be like, no. Or no, I would put clothes on, go home and change.
What if you need to get to work? I'd say that person needed to get to work right away. Do you try to air dry? Hell no. You're going to get all your work clothes wet. You just slap that towel on.
Then you literally, I don't know, you go into the bathroom and you grab some paper towels.
What a waste of paper towels. That would take forever.
What a waste.
A bunch of tissues.
What a waste. Do you know how gross that is?
A bunch of paper rolls, that'll never dry you. That would take forever.
No, listen, I'm sorry, foolish. I'm sorry, but that is so unbelievably gross. When they told me this, I was like, there's no way. I would never do that. Not in a million years. Unless I was literally about to die, then I would do it. But I'm saying literally.
Would this be grosser? So you use your like workout clothes to dry yourself off. Would you rather do that? I'm guessing.
Yes.
Because I'm not air drying. I would agree with you. I would probably do that first.
I would literally use anything else other than a nasty towel.
If my workout clothes weren't like damp, being sweaty or whatever.
Here's the thing. Even if my workout clothes were just dripping with sweat.
Ew, I know. That sounds gross.
No, I know what's on those.
Lucy, I don't trust my own sweat.
She wants out of the room. She's trying to escape. I don't know what's on some random towel hanging on a hook. Listen, anyone who doesn't care enough. Thank you, official PB Live. That is so nice. You are so kind. Thank you.
Oh,
listen. Anyone who's willing to leave a towel just hanging there. Does that sound like someone who washes their towel? That doesn't sound like that. That sounds like someone who's willing to steal your towel.
The towel could have been perfectly clean, to be fair.
No, that sounds like someone who's willing to steal your towel and just leave a dirty old towel just hanging up there. They're just like, this is literally what happened. They're like, gonna take a shower, gonna hang this up, gonna shower. All right, let me go get. Oh, I see. My towel is here, but oh, look at this soft, luxurious towel. I mean, oops. Oh, clumsy me. I mixed these towels up. Oh well. La, la, la. And then they walked off. That's literally what happened. It's not someone who washes towels, foolish. That's someone who just goes.
Might.
No. They're like, gotta go take a shower. All right, let me hang this towel.
Is that your shower voice?
Let me hang out this towel. Ooh, I haven't cleaned this in a year. I'm sure it's fine.
That your like dirty guy voice?
Go take a shower, and then they take a shower and come back. All right. Oh man. Oh man. I really should have washed this.
Realized that we have the same hairstyle.
Oh well, finders keepers. Got this.
Dude, odds are they wouldn't want to use. They wouldn't want to use their own dirty towels. Like it was probably clean. It was just well used.
No, it wasn't just well used. It was well used, like
They
well
probably
used.
wash it every time. Sorry,
No.
not everyone can afford new towels.
No, that's not the point about affording new towels. The point is, it's clear they didn't keep their towel clean. And they just hung it up.
Or maybe they've used it for years and years, and they've just been just doing such a great job reusing it.
I literally can't believe you. You have to be messing with me. You would not actually use a towel like that.
If it came down to it, I'm not air drying. Air drying is the last thing I am doing. Especially if I have to get somewhere in a hurry.
You're
I agree with you. I would use my my workout clothes to dry myself off first, but like
I've had to air dry before. It's not as difficult as you think.
But I'm saying if you're in a hurry to get to work.
No, I understand. Okay, I'm going to explain the secret. For anyone who's ever, listen, for anyone who's ever in a pinch where let's say you have to air dry, you don't have a towel, here's the secret. Okay, when you get out of the shower, okay, you'll have water all over. What you do is you squeegee with your hand and you just scrape the majority of the water off while you're still in the shower with the shower off. So you squeegee and you can get a ton of the water off. And then that's the majority of the water. And then you air dry a lot quicker. There you go. That's the secret. If you ever find yourself in a place where you had a really nice fluffy towel, someone stole it and left you their ratty old towel. So just so you know that, foolish. Just so you know. So now you don't have to be the guy that settles for someone else's ratty old towel. Just saying.
I still might just settle anyway.
No! No, foolish.
It's just easier. You're making things tougher than it needs to be. I don't know.
I just don't believe it. I don't believe you would do that.
I'm telling you right now, I'm like kidding, but also not kidding.